Hello, welcome to my channel. Today on Eva J's Mystical Messages, which is kind of fun to say in reality, but anyway, I'm kind of giddy today because I had just had a wonderful meditation and I am itching to share it with you, and I'm really, really excited about it. But first I wanted to show you a little something that I thought was just so cute, and I think you'll really enjoy it. I like tarot. I don't read the cards very well. I mean, I haven't put a lot of emphasis on doing the cards, but I like oracle cards and I like the pendulums and the dowsing rods. But I don't do a lot with the with tarot because I don't know. I just haven't been motivated to. But at any rate, I have to go where the motivation to guides me. But among other things, I'm also a huge fan of Simon's cat. I love Simon's cat. I think that Simon Tofield, who created him, is just amazing, and his artistry is just phenomenal. But I gave my husband a Simon's cat desk calendar for Christmas this past year, and one of the images on it made me think of the Four of Cups. So if Simon Tofield ever decided to do a tarot deck, he would already have his image for the Four of Cups, because that is just so cute with the cat walking through the cups. I just thought that was so clever and so amazing, and I just wanted to share it. But anyway, no copyright infringement is intended. It's just a picture. It's just something that I thought was very cute, and I don't want to have to take the video down because I showed that picture, but I will put a link to Simon's cat's videos, so hopefully that will defray any problems that could come about with the showing of that image. But I just thought it was very cute, and I do love Simon's cat, so it's done with the utmost respect. At any rate, today's meditation turned out to be more like a party than a meditation. It was really a lot of fun to do, and I was very, very excited when it all came to be. But I'm going to go ahead and read it, and then you can see just how excited I am about doing it. And the first part's rather serious. I got interrupted by a phone call, and so it took me a few minutes to get back into it. But once I did, everything just shot through the roof, and it was so amazing. So here we go with February 9th, 2025. It's day number 11. And I'm less than 2 weeks in on this, and it's just been amazing, life affirming, life changing, and I hope you enjoy this. So I wrote, I don't know if anything could top yesterday. I was so happy for the rest of the day. And Metatron says, I'm glad. We both are. And I do think that as we go along, the channel will open so that you may speak to all of your guides. And I said, that makes me very happy. Nigel, are you there? And Nigel says, of course, love. He always calls me love, which is really sweet. I'm always with you. And I said, I tried to talk to you with the pendulum yesterday, but that did not seem to work so well. The picture did not show up, so it was a bit hard. But back in a minute, telephone. So I got a telephone call right there at that point. So when I come back, I say, I'm back. It's hard to center myself after a slight distraction. And Metatron says, breathe deeply. And so I did. I took a few deep breaths and just felt really good. It just feels whenever you get like stressed or whatever, and it just balances you back out. So it's really cool. So I said, okay, after all that, I feel centered again. It's nice that I can get myself back on track after all that. And Metatron says, you're getting better at it. The deep breathing does help. It enables you to focus on something as opposed to being scattered. I said, yes, Nigel, I do have some questions that may be better answered here as opposed to using the rods or a pendulum. I think that this is most reliable because I'm not limited to yes or no questions. And Nigel says, yes, indeed. I think you know that you can ask me anything you like, even if it is repeated questions. I had quite a bit of fun with your pendulum yesterday, but we can try it again. Let us do so when you're filming so you can share it. And I said, you have no objections to my doing this? And Nigel says, not at all. It helps others to find their center, and that is a good thing. I said, okay, but there's one question that I do want to ask you. To me, it's not the most important. To me, it's the most important. Should I read The Renaissance Angel on the channel? It is something I spoke about yesterday. And Nigel says, you can do that, but I think that it will perhaps overlap the reality with fantasy. If you emphasize that it is entirely fiction, then I see no problems with sharing it. The thing is, because you are sharing these conversations with Metatron and myself on the channel, it might confuse people. If you let them know that the story is fictional, then you can share it. That is why you got mixed signals yesterday with the pendulum. I get it. It's like those questions I get at the doctor's office. Do you drink alcohol? Well, I sometimes have a drink after when I'm out with friends, but I could go weeks at a time without drinking a drop of the stuff. And Nigel says, yes, that is why using the pendulum is sometimes hard. When you do the video, you can use it and we can see how it goes, but perhaps this will give you some tips on how to proceed. And Sunshine pops in and says, yeah, I want to talk to you too. And I said, Sunshine? I somehow instinctively knew that it was her. And she says, yeah, that's me. And Nigel gets long-winded sometimes, and she starts to giggle. He doesn't let me get a word in edgewise. And I said, so now Metatron is here, Nigel is here, and Sunshine is here. This is wild. And Sunshine says, oh, there are more of us here. You have many guides, and not just Nigel and me. The others are pretty quiet. But if you say something to them, they will respond. That's how it goes. You have opened the floodgates. Every day you will get more and more knowledge. It starts slow, but then gushes out like water from a tap. And I said, I think I'm noticing this. So when I say something, do I have to address you individually by name, or is it just ask the question? Metatron says, you can just ask. Someone will jump in, and instinctively you will know who it is. Very cool. Nigel says, you talk to us like you would to a group of friends. That is in essence what we are, your friends. We only want what is best for you. And I asked, do you ever talk to amongst yourselves? And Metatron says, sometimes. And then Sunshine interrupts and says, but it is so rude. We always try to include you. If you listen, you will hear us. Nigel said, Sunshine, he's admonishing her now, you should be more polite. And Sunshine says, polite? Ha! I am what I am. Like that song, I am what I am my own special light. And she's singing along, and I'm like going, I think those lyrics are wrong. And Sunshine says, you sing it your way, I'll sing them my way. I said, you are a bit snarky, Sunshine. And she says, yeah, but you like me that way. I said, true. I said, it seems that Nigel is the more calm. And she says, you mean stuffy. And I said, hey, and Nigel says, hey, now, wait a minute. I am not stuffy. I'm just balanced. And Metatron says, I can't do anything with these two. Yvette, you opened a real can of worms with them. Be prepared. There will be some serious bantering going on that now that they are talking to you. And I said, you know something, Metatron? I wouldn't have wanted any other way. This is so awesome and a huge amount of fun. And Sunshine says, goody gumdrops. I am so glad that you like me. It was getting boring listening to all the serious talk. Now we can really have some fun. And Nigel says, yes, fun is nice, but we also need balance. You know that I also like to have fun, but there has to be a bit of balance to it. And Metatron says, seriously, you two, you sound like a couple of the doctors in that show. And I said, Fancy Pants and Scarecrow. Oh my goodness, you're right. And Sunshine says, I'm the Scarecrow. And she starts singing, If I Only Had a Brain. And Nigel says, oh, good grief. Yvette, are you really prepared for this? And I said, I honestly don't know. This feels more like a party and less like a meditation. And Sunshine says, what do you expect? Sitting in a corner and saying Om all day? How boring is that? And Metatron says, the point I think she's making, the time you spend with your guides should be fun. It should be a practice that you look forward to each day and not as a source of, oh God, I have to do this. When you enter into this thinking, it is fun and you look forward to it. That is what it will be. Letting Nigel and Sunshine playfully banter with each other has made you happy, and that is how each day will go. They will offer you a nice balance, and that is these interactions, and that's how these interactions will go. You will always know who is who by the tone that they speak. And I said, wow, this is amazing. I think each day I will come into this not knowing what to expect. And Sunshine says, yay, really loudly. And Nigel says, you will, love. We can try this pendulum when you are ready. And Sunshine says, I want the rods. And Nigel says, so you can be contrary? And she says, no, silly. So I can whack Yvette on the shoulder when she asks a no question. And I said, I hope you will both help me to learn them. I am a beginner. And Sunshine says, you have to start somewhere. Now go already. You have a busy day. And I said, I do. And she says, yes, you still need to practice your flute. You lazy thing. Time to spring into action. And I said, okay, this has been so much fun. I love you all. And Nigel, Sunshine, and Metatron all say, and we love you. And I can still hear Sunshine giggling as I'm closing the meditation. And the funniest thing is, and now I'm seriously thinking of the song Sunshine on My Shoulder. So that was today's meditation. And yes, it was so much fun. It was like being at a party. And I have to say, Nigel said that I should try the pendulum when I'm filming. So I'm going to try it and I'm going to see what happens. I'm not sure what will happen, but I think I'm going to trust that he is telling me that, yes, he will be there. So the question that I will ask is, Nigel, are you there? And he says yes. And he's still saying yes. Okay. So that is like very cool. So thank you. And now he's playing with it. And because I'm not moving my hand at all. And my elbow's resting firmly on the table. So and now I forgot what question I wanted to ask. And he says, yes, I did. But that's what it is. So maybe I'll post later today another video and I'll ask him some questions and hopefully I'll be able to get some answers. Now, Sunshine said she wanted to play with the rods. So let's see if this works. I've got the rods here and let's see. Okay, see if she's here. Okay. Alrighty. Sunshine, are you here? Or are you playing with me? Okay. Sunshine, are you here? Okay, she's moving them slightly, so I guess yes. Sunshine, will you help me learn these? Will you help me while I learn these rods? Okay, I got a yes there. I don't know what else to ask, but anyway, so, well, I did get her response, so she is there and she is going to help me with them. So I am going to learn these eventually, and hopefully later today I will come up with some questions that I can ask each of them, and then I will post a video with questions and answers. They told me that I should not, when I was doing the meditation, that if I wanted to film it, that I should wait and ask the questions when I'm filming as opposed to asking them during the meditation, because then it kind of confuses things. So that is what I will do. But I am extremely happy that this turned out the way it did, and I will give it a go a little bit later today, hopefully, with the pendulum and the rods, and see if the two of them are going to answer me. I did get a yes answer on both of them, that they are here, so I'm happy with that. Generally, when I ask Nigel a question with the rods, I don't get any response at all. He doesn't like the rods for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it just takes practice, or I have to like really get into the swing of things. But Sunshine said she wants to do the rods, and Nigel said he'll do the pendulum. So we'll see what happens, and I'll see if I can learn that way. But it should be fun either way. So that's it for today. Yeah, thank you for being here for my little party, and I hope that you enjoyed it. I had a blast doing this, and it was so much fun to relive it by doing the video and everything. So I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you again very soon, and I wish you the best. And as always, namaste.